Changes are coming to cafeterias across the country. Cindy Long with the USDA joins us this morning. Good morning, Cindy. Good to see you.
Good morning. It's great to see you, too.
Okay, so we're not just talking about lunch here, but breakfast as well, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so nearly 30 million kids every day get breakfast and lunch in school. And I know when you look at it, you look at the numbers, and for more than half of those kids, I mean, that is their main source of nutrition. That's a huge number, right?
Absolutely, and the number is over 3 million in Texas alone, so it's across the country.
And you guys have been taking a look at what those kids are eating, kind of like a parent, but a bigger parent. And it seems like sugar and sodium really seem to be a big issue. So what kind of changes are we going to be seeing?
Yeah, well, you know, because of the reach that we were just talking about, the number of kids that these meals touch, USDA and the Biden-Harris administration is absolutely committed to making these meals as nutritious as well as delicious as we possibly can. So these new standards that we're putting into place really build on some great work that's been happening over the last decade to strengthen school meals. If you go into a school cafeteria now and take a look at what's on the plate, you'll see lots of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, just a really nutritious meal, and we are just trying to build on that and continue the progress by targeting reductions in the amount of sugar and the amount of sodium in those meals over the course of the next few years.
Yeah, so some of the things would be like what, limiting, like, I don't know, sugar in cereals or yogurts or something like that. Is that where you're focusing in on?
Yeah, you know, we took a look at which products were really contributing a lot of sugar, and it's particularly a challenge right now in breakfast. And what you said is exactly correct. Starting next year, schools will be serving lower sugar versions of things like flavored milk, breakfast cereal, and yogurts. And then over the course of the next few years, they'll be making other changes in their menus to just do some further gradual reduction in the sugar and the sodium across the board.
And local sourcing, like having local foods, I know that's something I know parents would love to see. That can be really tough, but you're hoping to have more of that in schools, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something that has already started transforming school meals. Lots of schools have been very focused on using local products. And these new standards that we're talking about actually include some changes in the details of how schools procure food to really make that a lot easier. So we're very excited about that. And it's a great way for schools to bring in, you know, fresher products and maybe do more of their own scratch cooking. But it's also a great way to really support those local producers and have a really strong connection between school meal programs and supporting the local economy.
Kids can be picky. I mean, we all know that. How do you make sure that they don't just hear healthy and then turn their nose up at it? I mean, do you have like kids test these out?
Yeah, absolutely. The schools have become really pretty sophisticated at this. And in fact, that's why we're giving them this year to kind of plan and prepare to do things like taste tests and maybe even have menu contests that involve the kids, really engage kids so that what they're seeing next year on the plate is familiar. And it's really not about getting rid of old favorites. It's about trying to make sure that they can have a wide variety of foods and maybe lower sugar versions of favorites. So, for example, I was in a school not long ago that was serving French toast sticks for breakfast, which kids love. But instead of having a syrup with that's flavored with sugar, the school had a strawberry puree kind of dip that they used. So they used the sugar for the natural sweetener, and I tell you, the kids loved it.
Ah, not a bad idea. Yeah, and I know Arlington ISD, they just did a whole contest and had kids come up with ideas, and now they're going to be on the menu. So nice to see. We have a link to the USDA's Food and Nutrition Services site on our site, fox4news.com. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.